Sanderson's just making a general comment about your team's performance this weekend.
General comment. Well, I think when you win the national championships, you got to be pretty happy and pumped, and obviously a great team effort. 5 guys in the finals, 6 All-Americans. We're happy, but we leave here ready to improve and build, and get some freshmen to the next level, and so we're happy we won, but we're excited about the future also.
We'll start off with the first question right here.
Coach, Nick Forster of Sports Illustrated, you guys probably had the biggest fan section here this weekend. Can you just talk about the atmosphere and what that was like, having that support here?
Well, it was great. I think we're close to Penn State. I mean, there's hundreds of thousands of Penn State alumni, within a 100-mile radius of this area. So, we were hoping that'd be the case, and certainly was. So, we felt the energy there, and we wanted to wrestle well. When we first learned that the Nationals were going to be in New York City, Madison Square Garden, that was something you just kind of think, man, we want to have a good tournament there and represent our school and our alumni as well as we can. And I think we did that for the most part. Left a couple points out there, lost some tough matches here in the finals, but it's a national tournament. That's what happens.
The back.
Cael, Nate with the CDT. Can you talk a little bit about your 2 seniors, Morgan and Nico, and then also about Zane, please?
Yeah. Couldn't be happier for Nico. He's in the finals as a true freshman, in the finals as a sophomore. Took 3rd as a junior, redshirted. Just a guy that we wanted to win in the worst possible way, and it was emotional. It was awesome. We're happy for him. A kid that works extremely hard. He's very disciplined and very consistent. Always gives his best effort. It's very rare, and yeah, it was a great moment for him, and something he's going to be happy with. Because as you see, it's not easy to win a national championship, and just being in the finals is a great honor in itself. But he wanted to win, and so I was real happy for him that he could. Morgan had a great year and has had a great career, 3-time All-American. Obviously we were hoping he could go win that match. He ran into a tough kid. Jaden Cox is very good, and he beat us. He beat us today. So, but we're real happy for Morgan, and he was excited to wrestle up on the stage. I know, and great career, great kid, and they're all just great kids. Good individuals, people that you're going to be proud of as a parent or a brother or a coach or a teammate. So. That makes our jobs a lot more fun. And one more guy, Zane. What can you say about Zane? Zane's just Zane. He's only a sophomore, but the pressure he puts on his opponents and his ability to score points, and we're glad he's only a sophomore. We wish he was a freshman, but we're just coming into school, I guess. But great leader for us. We hope everyone can follow his lead. He made a huge jump from his freshman year. I think Nolf and Bo can both make another huge jump. They're very raw in some areas, but they're that fire that they bring when they step on the mat doesn't come around very often. So we're excited about that. And obviously Jordan Conaway, we're very happy for him. 2-time All-American, and went through 3 All-Americans. Kind of got a head scratching seed there in the second round, and plowed through and ended up being an All-American, so we're happy for him.
Right here.
Andy Elder, Lewistown Sentinel. Could you talk about your mix of emotions of winning a team title, seeing 2 champions, and then the disappointment for 3 guys?
Yeah, I'm still trying to figure that one out right now. That coaching wrestling is tough because it's a team game. We want to win as a team, obviously, and but we have 10 individuals, and as a coach, my job is to help those individuals, and if the individuals do well, the team does well. So. It's certainly bittersweet. It's tough. It's painful. It hurts when guys don't reach their goals, and in the long run, those young guys, it'll make them a little bit hungrier. They'll have a little more urgency to improve. They'll come back here with more fire. It still stinks to lose. There's no way around that. It really does stink to lose.
Right here in front.
Coach Cael, Zeb Miller, Flow Wrestling, Go Highcast. You're just like a really nice guy. All your guys are really nice guys. It seems like them doing the right thing, being good people, a sense of community, a sense of family, and the culture you guys have built. How important is that you guys are good people first and really good wrestlers second, and just the culture you've built, how important is it?
Well, I think everybody probably thinks they're a good person, right? So, I mean, I don't know if we're any different than anybody else. We just, we have a great staff. We trust each other. We do our best to do things the right way. We believe we'll be blessed by doing that. We enjoy what we're doing, and there's a bigger picture. Yeah, we want to win, but, we'd rather compete the right way. I mean, Bo Nickel threw himself on his back 3 times today, but, I guarantee you, when people see him wrestle, they're going to stop what they're doing and they're going to watch. There's things bigger than winning. The way you compete, the kind of person you are, obviously much bigger than winning. And the way you compete is bigger than being a 4-time national champion, right? When it's all said and done, there's going to be a lot of 4-time national champions. There's not going to be a lot of Jason Nolfs and Bo Nichols, though.
Eddie in the back.
Hi, Eddie
What's up, Eddie?
Goldman, No Holds Barred. How you doing? Congratulations.
Thanks.
Obviously, since you've been at Penn State, you've turned this team around. You're really on a historic run. But I know you're concerned about the whole sport of wrestling as a whole. What would your advice be to other programs that would like to turn themselves around and achieve success that they had trouble achieving over the last few years?
Well, it's easier said than done, and coaching is a stressful job, and it's about winning. My job's to do the best that I can, obviously, but I keep my job by winning. So it's hard for me to say do this, do that, because everyone's in their own situation. Everyone has their own circumstances. But I would just say you have to do things the right way, and you have to recruit the right kids. It's so easy to give a kid a nod because maybe he has a little bit more talent, or maybe you think there's a chance, that he can win a match where the kid that might be doing everything right, that works a little harder, that wrestles a little bit harder. But in the long run, I think you gotta go with the right kinds of kids. There's the quick fixes and this and that don't really work in the long run. So, just being patient, trust yourselves, and you could go on and on. But
Mike.
so I won't.
Sorry.
Mike Penn for
Yeah,
Witt.
hey, Mike.
Just not to elaborate on the disappointment tonight, but couldn't help but think about when David Taylor lost as a freshman. Will you be able to use that as an example for Jason and Bo to help them overcome any disappointment or doubt they have tonight?
Well, I think there are a lot of examples where people lose, and it propels them forward, to greater heights, and maybe they wouldn't have reached had they not won. David Taylor is a great example. He was bigger than winning 4 national titles. The reputation he built for himself, the way he competed, it's bigger than winning. That's what we want to do. We want to be bigger than winning. For the most part, our guys are moving forward and trying to score points, and in the long run, that's going to win. And that's what we believe, and that's what we're going to keep doing.
Take one more question right here.
Eric Knopslander from the Tribune Democrat of Johnstown. Sticking with the good of the sport comment, I saw Quentin Wright tweeted that this was the most exciting finals that he's seen in years. Do you think that the new rules and some of the things that they're trying to do is encouraging more scoring and helping the sport from what we saw tonight?
Yeah, I don't know. What rules are we talking about? A 4-point near fall, or the push-out rule kind of a thing? I think that's a good thing. I don't think stalling is necessarily what's going on the edge, but we aren't seeing that as much. In the past, you'd see kids get right back to the edge and kind of hang out there and wait for their opponents to make mistakes. We're not seeing that as much anymore, which is huge. There's still a lot of stalling that goes on in wrestling, but I don't think you're going to solve that problem. That's kids are smart, and you can't penalize them for stalling. You just got to reward people for action, right, by scoring points, and that was the pattern they took in freestyle. I think freestyle's improved a great deal because of that. But I think wrestling's getting more competitive, and the teams are getting better. There's good teams all over the country, good kids all over the country, and that's great. That's great for the sport. Kids can go anywhere and win right now. So I think that the sport especially at the collegiate level, is just getting stronger and stronger.
Are we good? Everybody good?
All right,
Cael,
thanks,
thank you so
thanks.
much for your patience with us.